Hello everyone, Happy New Year to 2026. So I just got back from my trip and then I just want to start the remaining part of the week three, the part six. So this time I will do more speedy and then we can finish what is the week three session of the quantitative research method. So the first one is about the scatter plot. And then you maybe are familiar with the Doge graph. The scatter plot is used when variables are continuous variable. So, and that is the only way you can obtain the graph, like a histogram. So that is a scatter plot. Now, I'd like to, so just to, I'd like to show you how you can make that using the SPSS. So here is the one data set. You can see how we can produce the scatter plot. So you will go for the graph and then you have the scatter dot and then you will click the simple scatter and then define. And then in the y and the x-axis, you can put the what you are interested. So let's see the only about the continuous variable. So you can choose the only continuous variable, not with another type of variable. Satisfaction, and then burnout. Yeah, so let's see the how they will generate the scatter plot. So you do the okay. So in the now they are processing. Yeah, you can see that there is a dot. So there is a scatter plot. Now you want to see the clearer trend. You can double click. Yeah, and then you will put this line for the linear line. Yeah, and then you can close and also this one. And then you will find in the your output now with a line. So that is very clearly the negative sign. That means that when the burnout increased, the satisfaction decreased. That is a normal sense. So you can generate the scatter plot by this way. Scatter plot is used when you want to run the correlation and the regression test. So that is like assumption. You have to satisfy this assumption to proceed with the regression and the correlation test. So that is what I wanted to show you, scatter plot. Now, let's go for this. Yeah, scatter plot. And then the relationship direction. So you saw that in the scatter plot dots are not pervaded like that, but they are more concentrated in the one line. That means a very positive and strong relationship. And then that is a negative sign, yeah, negative direction. And then you can see that everywhere there is no relationship. So you cannot draw the line for the trend. So in that case, you can say that there is no relationship. So scatter plot impacts the only two continuous variable, and then they can indicate the positive or negative relationship and the strong and the weak relationship. You saw that in the around the draw the line. If the dots are concentrated on the line, that is a strong relationship. If there is everywhere, that is a weak relationship. And you can draw the trend line, and then the categorical can be added for measure for the two continuous variable. Okay, this is about another graph type. But when we talk about the scatter plot, it will be the only two continuous variables that will be used. That is used for correlation and also the regression. So there is a clear trend or not, positive and the negative the direction. And then that slope means that the line is very much like this one. That is the slope. Yeah, there is a slope. So that slope is very far away from the your x-axis. That means very strong. And then that is very parallel with the your x-axis. That means its slope is not strong. Flat or not. Yeah, that means the slope is a flat or not, and then that is indicating the relationship. So the strengths, strong, very strong. This is a less strong. This is a weak, and then this is like a no relationship. So as I explained that around the trend line is very close to the trend line means that it's a strong relationship. So this is one piece also we can do together. If the one variable increase and the other as well, this is example of the kind of relationship. Of course, it's positive. And then which measure of the central tendency is not impacted by extreme data? That is a median, because median is calculated by the not without the extreme score. So when we obtain the median, that is the most accurate about the central tendency. What is the mode for these values? Okay, mode means that which is most frequently appeared. So here you can see the 5 is most frequently appeared, so the 5 is a mode. And the median for these scores, you can see the this, and then this was the left and the right. What is in the middle? 17 plus 25, and then divided by 2. So 18.5, that is the median for these scores. Now we can do some practice part. I will do separately about the SPSS about this part, but I will explain about what is this practice. This is about I will show you what is that. When you have the data like that, it's not in the SPSS yet, but you have the data from the your Excel. You can put that in the descriptive analysis to conduct a descriptive analysis. You can enter the data, and then you can bring the brief report about your data that contains the graph, that contains also the frequency tables. And then this also can request the jet scores. This means that the score is extremely different from the other score. So you can find it by jet scores. So jet scores indicate the plus minus 3. That means that the score is extreme scores. So in that case, the median frequency of the median will be more accurate to say the central tendency of your data. So like this one, you can see the variable gender, age, and the veggies, maybe how much they consume the veggies and the snack. So this is the nominal variable because there is categorical. And then this one is a continuous variable because there are numbers. Age also continuous variable. Gender, that is a nominal variable with the male and the female. And also another practice can be descriptive statistics for each the variables in this data set in the APA format tables. So when you have the one data set, and then you can import in the your SPSS, and then you can formatting according to the APA formatting, table design, title, and the decimal rounding, and etc. This is about the indication how you can make the APA table. So let's assume you have this is the information of your data set. That is about the variables. What is the characteristic of your variables? So age, just that is a continuous variable. The gender, male, female, or another. So there are 3 categories. City, Ottawa, Gatineau, Orleans. Okay, so there are 5 kinds. Employment status, full-time, part-time, not employed. So that is all are categorical variables. Age is a continuous variable. Final grade, that is also the number. So the continuous variable. And the GPA, this one is a categorical because A, B, C, D, E, F. Hour of studying, continuous variable. Hours of sleeping also. Life satisfaction, there is a Likert scale, continuous variable. I mean, scale variable is a continuous variable. Pressure also scale variable, stress also. So when you have this information of the variables and the data set, you can import in your SPSS. So when you import the data SPSS, and then you can obtain those information by calculating via SPSS. So they will provide the variable age is how many people, the participants, and what is the median, not median, so sorry, the mean value is the average. What is the average age? And then what is the standard deviation of the age? What is the minimum age? What is the maximum age? And then how about the skewness when they are in the like a bell curve, normal curve, or they are skewed in the left or right side. When it's skewed, the left side is a positively skewed. When it's skewed right side, that is negatively skewed. And the kurtosis, that is about the height of your bell curve, is very high and then is close to your mean value, or they are more flat to the x-axis. So that is about the kurtosis. So you can see that this is about the all continuous variables, and then that provide the statistics. And then about the API reporting categorical variable, you can see that variables are here, and then their categories are written under the title of under the name of the variable, and then that is the number of people, and then how much percent according to the other categories. So male, female, only two categories. So they have 26, 24, total number is 50. So that 26 means that 52% of against the women female 48%. And like this, you will obtain the percentage of each categorical variable. So that is the categorical variable table according to the APA style. APA guidelines, that is one example. So when you talk about your participants in the method part, you will say a sample of 250 working professionals. So you will say the whole participants number. And then they did the survey, and then the majority of participants were male. Why? Because it's 175. That is much more than the other female. And then the average of their age was the 7.14, and then the standard deviation and the range was from the 1 to 15, and that is about their experience of their job. So it's not about their age, it's about how many years they work. Average salary is this amount, and that is the standard deviation of the 20.1120, and the range from the 50,000 until the 150,000. And then, so this is average. And then the participant reported working in the financial, there was a whole is a 100%. And then in the financial part is a 40%. Communication part, they work in the 30%. Education is about 20, and the health in the 10%, etc. So these are the description about your demographic variables. So they are working years, and the salary, and what sector they work. And then also when you report the according to the APA statistics, you will report the mean with the decimal point, and then 2 points of the decimal points. These are the standard. And then number, so just so you can report the number like that. And then a percentage, also you can just round that. Percentage, you can round that. So here is another APA table, variable one, and then the mean and standard deviation, etc. You will write here your maximum range, maximum and the minimum, and also the skewness and the kurtosis. So computing the total score for scale variable, when you use the Likert scale, this is a very important process. So you will go for your SPSS, go to the transform, compute variables, and then you will put what you want to compute. Is a pop 1, pop 2, pop 3, because they are different questions, and they will be united as the one scale variable. So you will put that in the parentheses, and then you put the mean. So the mean value of the three things, and then the multiply by 3. So you will obtain the proper number. Because if somebody doesn't answer, that is a missing value, will affect to calculate the mean. So you have to do the mean, and then the multiple by how many questions, that will allow you to obtain the real number you need. So that mean item 1, 2, 3, and then multiply by how many items you put. And then you can execute that to obtain, and then you can also obtain the sum of the total score by this way. Sum point 1, item 1, item 2, item 3. So even though somebody didn't answer, you can obtain anyway the total score by this formulation. So this also you can think about that. And then this one we will finish the next time. But in fact, basically, that has the how you can calculate the total score. It's almost the same method. That is also we saw that. So this one, yeah. So until here. So next time we will go for the week 4 session. But before, I'd like to show you how you can do this lab today in SPSS. So please wait for me. I will upload the YouTube video about that in the SPSS. Thank you so much for today, and then I hope I can see you next time.